And this is our special guest star, Alex.
Hi.
My roommate for next year.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to yet another episode of Bitches and Hoes, a real talk discussion of sexuality and hip hop.
In this video, we will be covering Girl Got a Girlfriend, same title as the previous video, but this one is by Mams Taylor, featuring Snoop Dogg.
Alright. My initial reaction to the video, or to the song itself, meh.
Yeah,
It's not that catchy.
Didn't really do it for me.
It didn't really make me want to dance.
It just seems like a normal radio song that's talking about sex, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, there's like the motif of like tons of women and
Sexual currency. Or social currency.
Social currency. For the very few men. There were like a total of 3 men. One dude was singing, one dude was rapping, Snoop Dogg was rapping, it was 3. Also, the way it started, it was like this whole, I guess, sexual fantasy being played out where the dude was kidnapped and then he was tied up and then the women were all over him.
It appeared that the women could not control themselves.
That they were just pretty much lusting after him,
Which
with no
plays
self-control.
Sexual prowess of the male that we've seen in previous videos.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this video appeals to men.
Definitely.
Yeah, I got that vibe. I mean, I don't know.
What else? Okay, so what bothered me as a gay woman was that the woman on woman action was only in the presence of one of the 3 men, and it wasn't real woman on woman action. It was like the faux porny feel to it, where it's like just like touching, but not really like kissing or anything. It's like weird, like erotic dance type thing. Is very reminiscent of the Girls Gone Wild videos, the commercials.
Yeah.
The commercials. But
Yes.
It was purely male sexual fantasy.
yeah, it was like
you can
kind of titillation type.
You can even see that in kind of just like the positioning, how like they all went after the one guy in the kidnap scenario, and then when you have Snoop Dogg scene, he's almost like on a throne type chair, so like he is the king of the sexual situation and the king of the women.
Yeah, and it goes back to one of the themes we discussed in our earlier videos where sexual fluidity is okay if it's done by women for
male consumption. Indeed. Also, there's a line that's repeated way too many times.
like the chorus or something.
Yeah, it's my girl got a girlfriend, and that really turns me on. Now, the problem I have with it was just the word girlfriend is used. And the word, connotatively, the word girlfriend calls to mind a sort of relationship type aspect to it between the, I guess, the 2 women. But the song only focuses on the sexual aspect. And it negates, it's just saying that, to me, I get like the woman can only be queer as long as it's only a sexual situation and not having to do with relationships. Like, which is how like many people in society feel that's how they perceive the LGBTQA plus community.
Especially when they're looking at women, it's totally fine to experiment. You know, if you're young and you're in college, that's fine.
But not to have a relationship or a life.
Not to settle down.
And that's also only acceptable for females to have this experimentation phase. But if you're male-oriented and you go out and quote-unquote experiment, then that automatically makes you gay.
Yeah, which caused a discussion about what we had in Modern Day America in Josh's class. It was just, I totally lost my train of thought. Give me a minute. It was just how, shit. We're gonna edit this part out. Let me think. So we're talking about how it's okay for girls, it's not okay for guys. Oh, is how bisexuality for men and women are different, where for women, you can go with girls and guys and just be seen as bisexual, and then for men, as long as you have like sex with like 1 billion women and have sex with 1 guy, and you're gay. Not even bisexual, you're just gay. And
there's also a perception that once you've done that, you're hated for straight women, and that straight women won't want to date you again once you've had that experience, whereas bisexual women can
float around.
Yeah, they can
both of the traditional binary.
They float around with women, but then immediately go into being the sexual object for men. And that you can kind of see that in the video where it's like they're making out with each other, but then they go directly to the male in the video.
It's interesting because for female sexuality, sexual orientation is less about the act than how someone identifies, whereas male sexuality, or the way at least it's policed by the media and by males themselves, it's definitely about the act. You can identify as straight, but once you have, male on male sex and gay sex, you're gay.
And also, I think a discussion where, as long as for bisexual men, as long as the man's not taking it, he's not the receiving party.
Mm-hmm.
He's not,
he's not the quote unquote bottom.
He's not the bottom. Then he's still seen as, oh, it's okay. Like he's still the very dominant male, masculine archetype.
Same thing with oral sex. It's totally fine. Totally fine
To receive it.
Yeah, it's fine to receive.
But once you give it,
it's more taboo.
Yeah. And it has definitely a lot more negative connotations.
I think they covered that in a South Park episode very well.
I should probably watch that.
I mean, South Park sometimes provides
very apt
social critique. Yeah.
Especially with the centipad, human centipad. That's what it was, that episode. It's kind of funny.
We're gonna be cutting that part out.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
But
I mean, that's basically all I had.
Yeah, it wasn't really that much because it was an unremarkable video.
It was plainly average as far as modern videos go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a computer could have directed that video. There was no creativity there.
Probably could have done better, honestly.
Probably could have done better. But wow, that was gnarly.